Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel SEM Tech Info. In today's tutorial, we are going to talk about normalization in DBMS. So let's get started. Need of normalization. Before understanding what normalization is, it is important to understand the need of normalization. Let us understand the need of normalization with the help of this student table. In this student table, we have a student ID, student name, age, subject ID, subject name, and professor. And the three attributes, that is subject ID, subject name, and professor, have repeated data, which means for every student we have to repeat the same information. It is called data redundancy. So data redundancy means repetition of same information in more than one location within the database table. Because of this redundancy, number of problem arises. The database table with redundant data waste storage, and this increases the size of the database. This redundancy lead to three type of anomalies: insertion anomaly, deletion anomaly, and updation anomaly. Let us understand these three anomalies in detail. Insertion anomaly. Let us understand insertion anomaly with the help of this employees table. In this employees table, we have employee ID, employee name, employee department, and employee address. So let us suppose one new staff is appointed by the company, and company allotted the employee ID to the staff, to the new staff, and the company also have staff information, that is his name and address, but not assign any department to new staff. And company want to save the new staff information in the data. Okay? So we cannot insert staff information in the table, as we can't have primary key column with null value in the table. Okay? So what is insertion anomaly? Insertion anomaly occurs when inserting of fact, that is data, it is not possible unless we also add some additional unrelated data. So only the option I have, if I really want to save that particular staff information, is to add unrelated data. As we know that they have not assigned any department to that particular staff, what they can do, they can randomly write any department name, okay, in their database, and they can save that particular data. So insertion normally occur when we want to insert the fact, that is nothing but data. It is not possible unless we also add some additional unrelated data. This is what insertion anomaly. Deletion anomaly. Now what is deletion anomaly? If we want to delete some data that is unwanted, it cause deletion of some other data that is wanted, which means if we want to delete some data which is useless to us, but it leads to deletion of some other data which is useful to us. Let us understand this definition with the help of this student table. In this student table, we have student ID, student name, age, branch ID, branch name, and professor. Suppose we have one student in mechanical branch, and that particular student has left the college, and we want to delete the information of that particular student. But if we delete the information of that particular student, other information also be deleted, that is branch ID, branch name, and professor. This is called deletion anomaly. Updation or modification anomaly. An updation anomaly occurs when updating a data for an entity in one place may lead to inconsistency with the existing redundant data in another place in the table. Let us understand updation anomaly with the help of this student table. In this student table, we have student name, branch ID, and professor. Suppose the professor of mechanical branch is changed. We need to update the name of the professor, that is Ramesh to Anil. So we want to update a single tuple. but we have to update all the tuples belonging to mechanical branch, which means instead of one tuple we have to update all the tuples belonging to mechanical branch. This is called updation anomaly. It is difficult to update all the tuples. If we left two other tuples without updating them, then there will be an inconsistent data in the database. Normalization. So we need normalization to reduce redundancy and to eliminate anomalies. Now we know why we need normalization. Now let us understand what is normalization. Normalization is a process of organizing data in the database. The main purpose of normalization is to minimize the data redundancy and to remove insertion anomaly, deletion anomaly, and updation anomaly. Normalization divides larger table into smaller table and link them using relationship. Let us understand normalization with the help of this student table. As we can see, in this student table we have student ID, student name, age, subject ID, subject name, and professor. Let us see how to normalize this student table, as this student table has data redundancy. We have different piece of information in one table. Let us divide this one big table into two small table and name them as student table and subject table. So we have to decompose this student table into two different tables and name them as student table and subject table. Now both the table has separate information and tell a relation between student table and subject table with the help of branch ID. Now we can access data from subject table with the help of branch ID, and as we can see, subject table has no redundancy. Now this table is normalized. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel SEM Early Tech Info. Thank you for watching.